From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
Route 93 in Packer Township was full of police activity early Tuesday morning when suspected carjackers were caught after a 4-hour-long manhunt. The arrests come after a young woman was kidnapped in her own vehicle along the interstate. News 13 still learning more specifics about the incident. What we know so far is where we begin right now. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. It was around 2 o'clock this morning. They'd carjacked a young woman along Interstate 81 and fled with her vehicle. Hours later, that vehicle was located in Carbon County, sparking a frantic manhunt. This is the area where the carjackers were tracked down and eventually caught. In Packer Township near the intersection of Quake Acre Road and Route 93. For about 4 hours, police searched the area from the ground and the air before eventually taking at least 4 men into custody for the carjacking and kidnapping involving a 26-year-old mountaintop woman who was stopped along Interstate 81 when the men busted into her van and drove off with her inside. They eventually let her out and then kept going in the van. Route 93 from Beaver Meadows all the way to the intersection with Route 209 shut down until about 8:30 this morning. It was reopened once the men were in custody. It was just after 3 in the morning that Weatherly police spotted the stolen van, but the men all ran into the woods. Police and troopers teamed up to search for them. One was caught by 7 a.m., the other 3 by 8 a.m. At this hour, the suspects are being taken to court to answer to a judge. News 13 does have a crew at Judge Joe Zola's courtroom in Hazleton. As for the victim, we were told she was hurt in the incident, but police have not confirmed that with us. We will have much more coming up. The mom accused of shaking her baby almost to death will stand trial for that brutal crime in August. Police say 24-year-old Andrea Vargas violently shook and severely injured her 5-month-old son, who remains in a children's rehabilitation facility and is now 21 months old, still in critical condition. Judge Dave Lupus ordered the trial of Vargas to begin August 27th. Police were called to Vargas's West Hazleton apartment back in February of 2011, where they found the infant unresponsive. Vargas eventually admitted to shaking the child. Doctors also found other injuries to the infant that were already healing, like several broken bones. Investigators say the baby's father, Jorge Robles, tried reviving his son after the incident by performing CPR. He spent 12 days on the run, but now a juvenile from Freeland who escaped police custody has been caught. Wilkes-Barre police arrested the 16-year-old after he was caught stealing from a city pharmacy this week. The juvenile initially lied to police about who he was, but it didn't take long for police to learn he was the wanted teen who was on the loose since June 14th. He had been in the custody of juvenile officials for a hearing at the Luzerne County Courthouse when he broke loose. Was a man drinking and driving when he crashed his car late last night in the city of Hazleton? We are awaiting for official word from police as to how this accident happened in the Heights of Hazleton around 11:30 Monday night. The car reportedly smashed into a pole at Poplar Street and Muir Avenue. Initial reports were that there was another vehicle involved. No one was taken away in an ambulance, but it is believed the driver was taken away by police after this city accident. Police found the one vehicle in the middle of Poplar Street with a wrecked front end. 3 siblings got into a fight Monday night inside a Hazleton home. In the end, one of the brothers was hauled off to jail. Police tell us 24-year-old Daniel Steigelbauer pointed a handgun at his brother Michael Steigelbauer and threatened to kill him. He then threatened to kill his sister, Claudia Steigelbauer. It all went down inside 844 North Locust Street in the city. Hazleton police were able to take Daniel into custody before anyone was hurt. He now faces a long list of charges and is locked up in the Luzerne County Prison tonight. Coming up on News 13, from cheerleading to soccer, kids from the greater Hazleton area are enjoying all kinds of sports this week, and it's not too late to get your child in on all the action. And later, the Hazleton sky will be brightly illuminated Saturday night with beautiful fireworks. We'll check in with our Jasmine Brooks to get a sneak peek of what's headed our way this weekend in celebration of America's birthday. Basketball, soccer, cheerleading, and even performing arts, all on the list of activities one summer camp is providing for kids in the greater Hazleton area. And if your kiddo enjoys having fun, it's not too late to get them involved in the action. News 13 stopping by the mega sports camp held each year at Faith Assembly of God Church in Hazel Township. The camp just kicked off on Monday and will be going on throughout the week free of charge. We caught up with child pastor Maureen Gregory to see what all the excitement is about.
We have rally times in the sanctuary, which are all, it's like a great character building time, and there's sports, and they're doing drills and games and all kinds of stuff on the sports aspect of it. Well, we have the camp as a free camp to serve the community, and I know it's summertime, and there's a lot of people, especially in these times now, that they're just struggling economically, and this gives them an opportunity to come out to something that's free of charge, give the kids a great week to have fun and just hang out in a good place.
A preschool program is also available for the younger kiddos, and if your child's interested in getting in on all the fun Mega Sports Camp has to offer, all you have to do is show up. Faith Assembly of God is located at 34 Fox Manor Road in Hazel Township, right behind Perkins off of Route 93. The camp will be going on each evening until Friday from 6 to 9. Come early to register or to pre-register. You can call 459-2410 or visit faithag.com. All right, on your screen right now, you're winning midday lottery numbers for this Tuesday. Good luck. Daily number 560, Big 4 4960, Quinto 16031, and Treasure Hunt 2682025.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit's Surviving Together support group will hold its annual Celebration of Life picnic Thursday, July 5th. The event will be held at Urena Park in Weatherly at 6 p.m. For more information, please call 1-800-227-2345 for more information. And as part of the St. Patrick's Church Annual Festival, they will be holding a barbecue dinner on July 6th and a turkey dinner on July 8th. Both of these dinners will be available for takeout. St. Patrick's Church is located in Whitehaven, and the festival will take place from July 6th through the 8th. For more information, please call 443-9944. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Helen T. Lashock, formerly of West Hazleton. Funeral will be held Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. E. Dale Rogers of Abbottstown. Memorial service will be held Monday at 11 a.m. at the St. John's Lutheran Church. Friends may call Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The Pfizer Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. K. M. Jones. Relatives and friends are invited to call Wednesday from 10 to noon at the Holy Communion Lutheran Church in Falston, Maryland. The funeral service will be held Wednesday at noon. And Mark J. Barlow, formerly of Shenandoah. The Lukowitz-Orovitsfeld Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new all low-price dinner menu, and remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle Building.
An announcement for anyone involved in the Suicide Bereavement Support Group. The support group scheduled to meet June 28th has been canceled. Meetings will resume July 12th. This is an open grief group that welcomes survivors in any stage of their grieving process. The group's normal meeting schedules every second and fourth Thursday of the month from 6 to 7:30 at the West Hazleton Community Building. A cooler day, much different than the heated conditions we've been experiencing, and it looks like clear skies are headed our way tonight, along with a warm-up not too far off. We'll take a look at your forecast over the next 24 hours in just a bit, but first, a look at tonight's creative condition. Coming to us from Clyde Castillo of the West Hazleton Elementary School. Her beautiful drawing shows two little girls flying their kites on a windy summer day. Now let's check out that forecast. Clear skies tonight. Doesn't look like it's going to be kite flying weather. Wind is kind of calm out there with a low down to 48. But tomorrow, look for that wind to pick up speed. The sun comes out and we warm up to 75 degrees. Just Windows and much, much more, bringing you the forecast tonight, 636-1133. They're on First Street in Freeland. You can stop by and visit or call for more information or log on to their very convenient website at justwindowsandmore.com. And let's hope the forecast stays nice this weekend for an event being held in Schuylkill County. The first annual Summerfest in East Union Township is set for this Saturday, June 30th. The brand new event was created as a way to bring the communities of East Union Township together. News 13 spoke with Township Supervisor Dennis Antonelli about the weekend activity that's sure to bring fun to the area.
It'll be held at the Fire Company grounds in Shepton. It'll start at noon and it'll run to 11 p.m. There's going to be a DJ from 2 to 4, and there'll be 2 different bands in the evening. There'll be various vendors with food, refreshments, and at 9 p.m. there'll be a fireworks show that'll last approximately 20 minutes. That'll be set off in the baseball field.
Along with all the Summerfest activities, the Shepton American Legion will also host its first annual poker run to benefit the VA hospital in Wilkes-Barre. Registration is 10 to noon and the ride starts at noon. For more information on the poker run, call Linda at 956-8794 or Lenny at 751-3441. This summer, audiences across North America will experience the magic of fire-breathing dragons that soar through arena skies. DreamWorks Animation, along with Global Creatures and S2BN Entertainment, today announced How to Train Your Dragon Live Spectacular. The North American tour kicks off right here in Wilkes-Barre at the Mohegan Sun Arena. News 13 talked with director Nigel Jamieson and a cast member about this incredible production.
Well, this is probably the most ambitious kind of touring piece of theatre ever put on the road. You can expect 27 of these dragons, 2,000 square meters of projection space that turns and spins, lots of flying through the sky and flying over the audience, lots of explosions, lots of Vikings, a very moving story. So yeah, never anything quite as complex as this has been put together again, and we're really delighted to have our first kind of crack at it in the US here in this beautiful Pennsylvania.
The technology is so great that it's like working with live pets. Like it's like working with a pet dragon. It's actually incredible.
There's 23 dragons, some with a wingspan of 46 feet, Viking warriors, and world-class circus artists and acrobats. It's magical, it's mystical, it's DreamWorks Animation's How to Train Your Dragon Live Spectacular, and this worldwide tour again at the Mohegan Sun Arena from June 27th through July 1st for 8 performances. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Pretty cool that we got a little sneak peek into that show this morning. For News 13. Now, one lucky caller right now, we want to send you on the thrilling journey as well. Soar through the arena skies and experience the magic of the fire-breathing dragons live in one of 8 performances going on from June 27th through July 1st. Lucky caller 13 will win a family 4-pack to DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon Live Spectacular. Call us right now at 459-9813 for the magical experience. This is for the Live at 4 newscast only. We say good luck. More news and information headed your way next on News 13. Make sure you stay with us. Coming up right now on News 13, you are invited to hold your flag high and help the city of Hazleton say Happy Birthday, America. Fireworks, live entertainment, yummy food, and a whole lot more. It's happening this weekend.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Kristen Bazinski. It is an annual event in the city of Hazleton that makes the 4th of July so special. Vendors, live entertainment, thousands of flags, and of course, fireworks will all be a part of this year's Hold Your Flag High Day held at Harmon Geist Stadium. News 13's Jasmine Brooks is standing by with coordinator Jesse Grobelny to fill us in on all the details headed our way this Saturday. Jasmine?
Thanks, Kristen. Well, I'm in the city of Hazleton. Behind me, the Harmon Geist Stadium, and I am joined by Jesse Grobelny, the coordinator of an awesome event coming up this weekend, Saturday, June 30th, rain date, July 1st, and it is Hold Your Flag High Day, of course, for the 4th of July. It's the 13th annual Hold Your Flag High Day. Thanks for being here, Jesse. Tell me a little bit about this awesome event.
Well, we have a great event planned this year, as we always do. We have fireworks, food, and entertainment for the people.
Okay, what kind of entertainment will be featured this year?
We have performers. We have guitarist and vocalist Joe Boguist. We have vocalist Vanessa Vicosa, vocalist and entertainer Christy Williams, and vocalist and entertainer Tony Angelo.
All right, great. Now the fireworks, they'll be displayed at 9:15, but you can catch all the fun events at 6 o'clock. Doors will open. What else can people expect?
Well, they can just expect, a free event, which I think is very important, especially, we have difficult economic times, so to provide free entertainment for the people. We're very happy about that. We're very proud of that. So, people can get here at 6. They could have some food. They can watch the entertainment, and then they can get ready for the fireworks at 9:15.
Now, you want to get here early, actually, because the first 3,000, and you said in the past 6,000 people have came. So you want to get here early. The first 3,000 people are going to be getting their very own flag. What kind of flag?
Well, we give away flags every year. This year we have 3,000 flags. We have the traditional American flag. We have the Betsy Ross flag, and also, for the first time, the POW MIA flag as well.
Okay. So what sponsors are making this event possible?
Well, we're very fortunate to have a great deal of local sponsors and vendors that come forward to help us to help us pay for the event. We're still receiving money now, so I don't want to mention any names of companies. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Sure.
But we are very fortunate that we do have a lot of local businesses that support our event. And of course, all their names will be listed in the paper on Friday in our advertising there, and of course mentioned throughout the night on Saturday.
Okay, and Hold Your Flag High Day, 13 years going strong. Tony Farnell actually started this event, so can you tell me a little bit about Tony?
Sure, he's a recreation director. He founded this event 13 years ago in July of 2000, basically to put the emphasis back on the flag and thinking about what it means to be America, to be an American rather, and just things that we're thankful for that we have in this country that other people don't have around the world.
Other special guests, Mayor Iannuzzi will be here.
Sure, he'll be our keynote speaker. He'll speak right before the national anthem, and he'll, of course, encourage everyone to hold their flag high.
And why do you encourage people, Jesse, to come on out to this event?
Well, like I said, it's a free event, and we follow a program that we've followed now for several years, and it's very successful. And this is the best place to see the fireworks throughout the city. So they shoot them off right up there on the hill, and it's basically right over people's heads. So it's the best place to see the fireworks. And of course, like I said, we have the entertainment and the food.
All right, again, that's June 30th. That's this Saturday. Gates open here at the Harmon Geist Stadium at 6 p.m., but you can check out the fireworks at 9:15. Reporting for News 13, I'm Jasmine Brooks, Hazleton.
All right, Jasmine, thanks so much. And in honor of the 4th of July holiday, News 13 wants you to show off your love for America. We want you to send us pictures of your children, pets, yourself, or maybe your home decor that showcase your patriotism or even your own American hero, a soldier in your family serving currently or a veteran. All of the pictures will be featured on July 4th right here on News 13 between 4 and 5 o'clock. With your snapshot, please include a brief description to be used along with it on air. You can email pictures to me here at the station. That address is Kristen with an E at ssptv.com, or drop them in the mail to 109 West Broad Street in Hazleton with a self-addressed stamped envelope if you'd like your picture returned. Or you can just bring them to us in person anytime between 9 and 5. Help us say happy birthday to America and show off the great patriotism here in Greater Hazleton. We need all your pictures by Monday, July 2nd. It was around 2 o'clock this morning. They carjacked a young woman along Interstate 81 and fled with her vehicle. Hours later, that vehicle was located in Carbon County, sparking a frantic manhunt. This is the area where the carjackers were tracked and eventually caught, in Packer Township near the intersection of Quake Road and Route 93. For about 4 hours, police searched the area from the ground and air before eventually taking at least 4 men into custody for the carjacking and kidnapping involving a 26-year-old mountaintop woman who we're told was stopped along Interstate 81 when the men busted into her van and drove off with her inside. They eventually let her out, but kept going in that van. Route 93 from Beaver Meadows all the way to the intersection with Route 209 was shut down until about 8:30 this morning. It was reopened once the men were in custody. It was just after 3 in the morning when Weatherly police spotted the stolen van. but the men all ran into the woods. Police and troopers teamed up to search for them. One was caught by 7 a.m., the other 3 by 8 a.m. At this hour, the suspects are being taken to court to answer to a judge. News 13 has a crew at Judge Joe Zola's courtroom in Hazleton. As for the victim, we were told that she was injured in this incident, but police have not confirmed that with us. We will have much more coming up. Congressman Lou Barletta said Hazleton's chances of successfully defending its anti-illegal immigration law before a federal appeals court has been given a little boost thanks to a U.S. Supreme Court ruling Monday. The ruling upheld only part of an Arizona law targeting illegal immigration. But it's enough to give Congressman Barletta the confidence that Hazleton's law, the one he created, has a better chance of winning as well. Barletta says this is an example where the Supreme Court agrees that states and the federal government can work together, not overstep any boundaries dealing with illegal immigration. The law Barletta created as mayor of Hazleton held landlords who rent to illegal immigrants and businesses that hire them responsible. That law has been ruled unconstitutional, but city officials continue to fight and have been since 2007. However, representatives of the American Civil Liberties Union say Arizona's law and Hazleton's law are quite different. ACLU reps actually feel they are in a better place to fight Hazleton's law now than they were since the Arizona ruling, stating that the court struck down 3 of 4 major provisions in the Arizona law, but upheld one that allows police to check someone's immigration status if there is reasonable suspicion to believe that person is in the United States illegally. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Congressman Barletta, who recently pushed through the U.S. House a provision to deny federal aid to cities that refuse to enforce immigration laws, said Monday's ruling and an earlier one from the court show that justices believe state and local governments have a role to play in controlling immigration. Lawyers for Hazleton and the American Civil Liberties Union are scheduled to appear before the Third Circuit Court in Philly on August 15th to once again battle it out. Well, synthetic drugs and the dangers that come along with doing them have been a hot topic since the Miami bath salt incident involving a homeless man last month. And now these drugs are targeting children by using a famous cartoon canine that kids love to market their products. Scooby-Doo is being used to target children through a synthetic drug being called Scooby Snacks. The drug features the cartoon pup on its front and is sold in at least 2 stores so far in Luzerne County. Though the drug has been around for a while, it's only recently been sold in Northeast PA. Scooby Snacks is sold as potpourri in a pink and silver reflective pouch. When smoked, it mimics the effects of marijuana and has been legally sold due to a chemical change. Potpourri and incense are known by drug users as K2 and spice, which were banned last year when Governor Tom Corbett signed legislation making the sale and possession of synthetic drugs illegal. Penalties for a first offense for delivery or intent to deliver synthetic drugs are up to 5 years in prison and a $15,000 fine. Possession penalties are up to 1 year in jail and a $5,000 fine. Coming up on News 13, golfers are getting ready to hit the green for an annual tournament, and it's all for the local youth. Plus, it's a bike run that directly benefits heroes that have battled cancer. This year, a familiar hero will be recognized, Kayla Kelly. We'll talk to some organizers from the bike run live. Make sure you stay with us. And welcome back, everyone. I'm so happy to be joined by Frank Stancato, who is the owner of Death Row Motorcycles, and also Angela Pareca, who joins us from Unico. And they're here to talk about a really great event that happens each and every year. And this year, it is benefiting a very special girl who we love here at News 13, Kayla Kelly, who we all know recently underwent a heart transplant and is at home recovering well. So hi, Kayla, if you're watching at home, and let's talk about this motorcycle charity run put on by Unico. First, let's start off with you, Angelo. This is the 3rd year for this, I'm right?
Second year.
Second year for this. All right, let's talk about Unico's motorcycle charity run. Why do this?
Well, Unico is the largest Italian-American organization in the United States, and it's a service club. And what our mission is as a Unican is service above self. We exist basically to raise money to contribute to charities. We contribute to national charities through the Unico National, and then our local charity, our local chapter, we started this run last year. Actually, I chaired it last year and this year, and we want to raise the money for a local beneficiary, somebody who really needs help. And what we do is when we start this in the beginning of the year, we decide amongst a welfare committee based on what we see in the paper, folks that are in need help. And from there, that's how we make our selection. And then we contact that person, and then we get other agencies involved, like Frank with Death Row, and we also have the Anthracite Apostles Motorcycle Club assisting us. The three of us are hosting this, and the benefit is for Kayla.
And Kayla, of course, such a wonderful young lady. I know many people at home have been following her story here on News 13, and you know, I've met her personally. She's great, so I'm sure the family welcomed this with open arms.
Oh, yes.
All right. Frank, tell me a little bit about why get involved in this event particularly.
Well, I was involved with the event last year when Angelo and Unico put it on, and I was very impressed with it, and I thought we could bring it to the next level. And I know Kayla's family actually pretty well over the last 20 years. Her grandfather worked at Later Data Processing with us for years, so it was just a win-win situation for me. You know what I mean? And it came about, and I just knew that this was a good time to step up. You know, you have to be a community. You know, you have to back up the people that need money, and there's always somebody, and you never know if it's going to be somebody like you that needs the help. So, hopefully someday, in case anything would ever happen, it's reciprocal.
Right, absolutely, and obviously this just fits right in with what you do as a business.
Well, exactly, and we're having it, it's July 7th, first Saturday in July. It starts at 9 o'clock. We're going to have a couple bands, bike wash, car wash, food distributors, throughout the day selling different foods. I think, Angela, you said, who was coming down?
We're going to have, we will have the food vendors there. Bunny's Original Hoagies will be there. As well, there'll be vendors doing pulled pork sandwiches, and then Unico will be serving foods to all the riders, primarily that pledge to the ride. Well, we will have the band Hydra, and then Monsters of Rock will be performing. And we do encourage the public to attend, because we do have the wheelbarrow cheer raffles. There will be some other fundraising things to basically raise the proceeds for Kayla and throughout the day. And we do encourage the public to attend. Okay. It's not only a motorcycle run. It's right on 309. It's going to be very well marked. We'll have traffic control. Just stop down and have some fun, and we will be serving complimentary beverages all day.
Okay, and 9 to 11:30 is registration, and then 11:30 there'll be a blessing of the bikes and the national anthem, and then everyone heads out on a 50-mile ride at 12. And everybody is going to show up at Death Row, correct?
Exactly. That's correct.
Okay, so that's the starting point. And then while the motorcycles and everyone's out there, the public, the general public, can be there listening to music, eating, so forth, so on, right?
Exactly what Angelo said. I mean, we want a community event. We want the community to be involved. It is, it is a biker event. We want as many bikes as there are possible, right. And I have some cars coming, and we have some surprises, but hopefully, like I said, we get the community involved and we raise as much money as we can for Kayla and get her back into the as healthy as she could be.
Absolutely. And again, it's July 7th, right, Angelo?
Yes.
Okay, for more information, where can they get some if they want to just know some more details?
They can call me, my cell phone, 233-1753, or they can.
They could actually go right on my website also.
Right.
Oh, it's Death Row.
And they could call Death Row.
Yeah.
Was it 788-1660? Yep. And they could talk to Frank.
Okay.
Feel free to stop down. I mean, just by stopping down, having something to eat and listening to some music,
right.
That's supporting Kayla.
Right. And it's rain or shine, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed for
hopefully we have
shine.
some sun.
Shine.
That would be great.
All right, very good. So again, it's the 2012 Unico Motorcycle Charity Run. It's the second year for this in a row. This year, the beneficiary is the very sweet Kayla Kelly. So make sure you help out Frank and all the guys at Unico, Angelo, make this a complete success for Kayla. Again, it's July 7th. Registration starts at 9 at Death Row Motorcycles, right on 309 across from Evans Roadhouse, very conveniently located. Angelo, Frank, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck with the event, and we'll have a camera there that day, and we know it's going to be a success.
I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, in just 3 days, dozens of golfers will hit the 18-hole green at Sand Springs Country Club for the Hazleton YMYWCA's annual Partners for Youth golf tournament. News 13 stopping by the YMYWCA Tuesday afternoon, where sponsors gathered in preparation for the tournament. The Y has been a part of the lives of children, adolescents, and families of the Hazleton area for over 100 years. And continues to provide youth services through tournament participants and the generous donations from many sponsors, including McNeil's Home Care and Dreyfus Insurance Agency.
All proceeds from this event benefit our services and programs that we provide for teens and families and youth in our area. Well, we believe here at the Y we have something special, and that's a sense of community, and the support from these very generous sponsors and from our golfers and all of the proceeds really help us to provide programs and services to those who might not otherwise be able to afford them, and help them be a part of that sense of community.
And if you love to golf for sport or just for fun, it is not too late to register for this tournament. It's just an $80 entry fee, which includes green fees, cart, prizes, lunch, and a full course dinner. Awards will be presented to the top team in each flight: first place, foursome, closest to the pin, straightest drive, and longest drive. Make sure you call and register soon by just giving the Y a call. It looks like you'll be able to hang up that rain jacket and put away the umbrella for the next few days and get ready for the temp to rise again. We'll take a look at your 4-day outlook in just a minute, but first a look at tonight's creative condition. This picture sent to us by Clyde Castillo from West Hazleton Elementary School. Her beautiful drawing shows 2 little girls flying their kites on a windy summer day. Now let's check out that forecast. Mostly clear skies for the rest of tonight. We'll see a chilly evening ahead. 48 will be our low. Your 4-day outlook goes like this: sun across the board, 75 for Wednesday. We're going to climb up to 82 on Thursday, and then your Friday 86. Saturday once again 86 degrees, so it looks like the heat wave returns to Greater Hazleton by the end of the week and the weekend. The Lazy Dog Salon, Dog and Cat Grooming on North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 459-0310, bringing you the forecast tonight. Make sure you call the Lazy Dog and make an appointment for your furry friend today. And don't forget Valley High Drive-In. If you're hungry for a sweet treat, Valley High, Route 93 West Hazleton is the place to go. And coming up on News 13, an inspiring story as one teen boy is hoping to make a few extra bucks by taking his talent to the streets and sharing his poetry with others. And later, Freddie B is in. He has more with Joe Madden from the Rays stomp through the Keystone State. Hear from Tampa Bay Rays lead man next. Stay with us.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, I'm not getting used to this Little League tournament before the 4th of July, well before the 4th actually, because here's the deal. Here we are on June 26th, and we have some teams that they're done. Little League is over, including the All-Star Tournament. Hard to believe. Let's take a look. Take a look. First of all, these were the games between teams that had not lost, so all of these teams still going strong. What we're looking at, Tamaqua shuts out Lansford. Freeland gets the win over Talminzing, sets up a Tamaqua-Freeland showdown. That'll be later this week. Meanwhile, Valley East gets by Franklin Township, while Tri-County doubles up on West Hazleton. So you got Valley East taking on Tri-County, and that one will be coming up also later this week. Now, here we go. This is elimination bracket, folks. I know when you look at this, you're saying, I thought we were talking baseball, not football. 2016, the final, Jim Thorpe moves on. Weatherly, they're out. But here's the big surprise. You knew this was going to happen with somebody. Valley West advances. They beat Hazleton 7-2, so Hazleton is done. You could count on your one hand the times Hazleton did not win a game in a District 18 12-year-old All-Star tournament. But there it is. They're done. So it's Valley West, Jim Thorpe moving on. In the 9-10 bracket, we got some games tonight down at Hazel Township. It's Hazleton and the Township. Meanwhile, you've got Whitehaven and Valley West. That's another tilt that's going on this evening. Down south, Jim Thorpe Blue and Anthracite, Franklin Township, and the Tamaqua White. Now, from Little League, let's move up to Senior Babe Ruth, where Tony Craig did a great job last night on the mound. Meanwhile, you got some timely hitting. Hazelton, 6-4 winners over Talaminzing. Minor League Baseball, Russ Kanzler, big night. 2 for 3, double, home run, knocked in runs. He did it all last night. His Columbus team, beneficiary, 7-3 winners over the Iron Pigs. Meanwhile, the Altoona Curve outlasted Akron 13-8 as Kyle Landis got in and got roughed up a little bit. He takes the loss in that one. Meanwhile, Indianapolis sneaks by Scranton Wilkes-Barre. There's your schedule today in minor league baseball. Meanwhile, Major League Baseball, Yanks fresh off their opening win against Cleveland. Kansas City stuck at the Joe Madden Company last night. The Rays will try to rebound. Phils, one leg up on the Pirates in the first of 4, and the Cubbies bombed the Mets last night. They'll do it again tonight under the lights, north side of Chicago. Now, Joe Madden, of course, is in Kansas City, as we just said, but over the weekend, he was pretty close to home down at Philadelphia, and they won 2 out of 3, including both games on Sunday. So had a chance to sit down and talk with him. And, you know, looking over the game notes, how about this interesting stat? The Tampa Bay Rays lead the major leagues in number of players on the disabled list. And when you're the manager of the club, that's never easy, but they've managed to survive. And Joe Madden, well, he's very much aware of how injuries have played a part.
Well, again, we are missing Longo for a long period of time. Farnsworth's been out all year. Neiman, one of our pitchers, Jeremy Hellickson's on there now, Matt Joyce. We just got Keppinger back. Peralta's been suspended. We have all kinds of issues going on. It does happen, but again, we don't want to make that as an excuse. You know, Sean Rodriguez is a very good infielder. Elliott Johnson's a very good infielder. Ben Zobrist is a very good infielder. Carlos Pena. So it's just it's kind of awkward and unusual. I have no real good explanation as to why we're having such a hard time on defense, because it's not tough plays. They really are over maybe 90% of the time routine, or a throwing mistake on a routine ground ball. It's been frustrating because we're giving up so many more runs that we have to make up for with an offense that is challenged. And then furthermore, your pitching staff has to throw more pitches after you've made those mistakes, which also contributes. So when you're not playing defense, when you're not being the run preventative team that you normally are, like we're used to, it makes a big difference in how the game plays out.
More on Joe Madden and the Rays. We're almost at that midpoint of the season, so kind of a little report card halfway through. As we said, we'll continue with more of that this week. Hey, how hungry are you tonight? The most popular wing night in town is up at Bottlenecks. That's right, they've got the area's best wings, and every Tuesday, they're just $9.95 for all you can eat. All the delicious flavors. You can have as many as you like. You can't go wrong, and they are delicious. Up at Bottlenecks every Tuesday. They sponsor us not only on Tuesdays, but it's a great place.
Well, one McAdoo teen is trying to make a few extra dollars this summer by sharing his talent of writing poetry with others. At just 16 years old, John Santana deals with having lupus and arthritis on a daily basis. Now, because of his conditions, he has trouble finding a part-time job during the summer months. So Santana has taken matters into his own hands. This talented young man enjoys writing poems and has been writing since the age of 12. Now Santana is sharing his poems with those willing to listen. In hopes to make a few extra bucks over the summer, Santana shares his poems in communities near his home. He offers to read them in English or Spanish. Right now, Santana's poems focus on love and sadness.
Because I write everything I feel of my life. Right now I'm writing of people I had before, people I miss, like my aunt that she's resting in peace right now. She was the one that helped me out in everything.
Santana tells us he hopes to one day become a police officer or own his own restaurant. He says he wants to work hard to one day provide for his family, and we say good luck to this young man in making his dreams come true. That'll do it for us tonight. Thank you for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or simply go to News 13's website, ssptv.com, where you will find everything Greater Hazleton and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night.